You finish tie-dyeing, you finish reading a book, you finally shop your brains out, you finally finish your school, you finally decide to change your hair color, and you still feel like you need to chase the guy. So let's talk about what's this gonna feel like, especially if you are waiting to start your life when you have a man. Stay tuned about this. Hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sindy V King. I'm a creator of Calling My King. I help transform women to create lasting love through Vedic astrology, neuroscience, and transactional analysis so that she becomes the queen of love. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Definitely hit the subscribe button to have more videos. I have over 200 types of videos that you can watch and binge watch, especially during this time period if you're trying to wait for a guy so that you can start your life. So we already talked about either opportunities of either you getting into a romantic relationship or you're seeking out a relationship and it doesn't work out, but you feel like you need to wait. I'm going to be frank with you and be honest with you. I get this question quite a bit, either in my program. If you didn't know, I also do coaching as well. Links down below if you're interested. No pressure whatsoever. But I want to make it clear to you that if you are waiting for a guy to start your life, I'm going to tell you this. You're wasting your youth and beauty on this earth. And I think it's really important to have fun on this earth first. That's the same thing with a man. He's like, I'm going to wait until I get my finance correct and right so that I can have a woman. Can you think about that for a second there? He's gonna wait until he get his finance correct so that he can be with a woman. And that's the same thing, a woman either waiting for a man to start her life. So you're gonna put your whole life in pause. You're not gonna go to that Europe trip. I know traveling could be a challenging time right now, but I think it's really vital here to just think about it. You're not gonna take that yoga class until either he shows up. How about if you actually do the things that you love and do and you meet him there? How about that? So I think it's important for you to have fun, to be creative, to be in the feminine state and also be in the masculine state. So go and conquer the world. Worry about your queendom. Take care of those things. And once you meet the guy, if you're always in your masculine mode, which is always working, then you want to figure out how to balance your life. Maybe taking an activity. It could be going to the gym. If you don't like the gym, you can go for walks. Do something totally different for yourself that it's beneficial for you for long term. I'm always aiming for things for long term in a sense of like, don't do anything that you might regret in 20 years or 10 or even 5 or even tomorrow. So don't take anything on a permanent base. But if it's like, hey, I want to actually do something healthy for my body, go for it. Maybe try something like vegan, try a vegan restaurant or go out that way as well. Connect different type of community. But I also like playtime is free times, having so much boundaries in between that it's not considered to be uncomfortable. And if it's uncomfortable, you can always talk to a therapist or a counselor to help you move those anxiety for yourself. I think it's really important to go through those feelings versus with hiding those feelings or suppressing it. I might get a lot of hate on the whole idea about drugs and alcohol and recreational drugs. I think that's something, if you can avoid it, great, because again, your brain health is so important because you can't replace that damage, and if especially it's long term. So I don't want you to do anything that could be hurtful for yourself, but you have every right to do whatever you do for your body. But I'm just giving you a reminder. So especially if a guy says this to you, if you are in a relationship, he's like, oh, I'm not financially ready. It just means that I'm not ready to have a family. I'm not ready to have kids. I'm not ready to really trust my masculine side to conquer and defeat whatever bumpy road that we might come across. So if you hear that, especially in a man, I think you have to really consider either if you're willing to wait and how long are you willing to wait. I think you should put a number on it, because it becomes a gamey situation. It could be like, oh, one day, right? We talked about the negotiable, how to communicate in transactional analysis about negotiable. And if you're a gamey person in general, or if they're a gamey person in general, there's a lot of manipulation that can happen in the relationship that you consider to be unconsciously unaware. And you're going to set yourself into either a disappointment, or you feel like you've been lied to or cheated on or just been stolen out. So I think it's really vital to just either hone in and really get really grounded with yourself, not to chase after him, and really be able to ground yourself and go and play with yourself. And that's okay if with other people, in the sense of having fun. I'm not saying go and cheat. I don't support that. That's still in the gamey part. I think that's just a lack of dopamine. I think there's so many healthy ways that you can create a dopamine that is considered to be balanced, so you're not over either binge eating, or you're not doing anything that can hurt you, or you make a decision that long term it could be very hurtful for you or the relationship yourself. Just remember, the masculine is all about saying yes to things, and the feminine is all about saying no. So we talked about this in my other videos. I'll try to link that at the end of the video so that you can have a watch and review over what's the difference about masculine and feminine, and when to switch as well. And if a guy says, I'm not ready to be in a committed relationship, I think you have every right to say, get up and leave, because that's him saying you have every right to leave. I think it's really important to go after the things that you want in life, because I'm not saying YOLO is the life, but I think it's a solution. If this is what you really want, you can't force the other person into submitting to that decision. So I think it's really vital to either own in, take a deep breather, and say, this is what I want, and I think is considered to be your non-negotiable at this point. So I really want to make this key that you're not waiting for a man to start your life. I want you to take control of your life, because if there's a will, there is a way, and it doesn't have to be that other person, because we are a whole individual and singular as well. I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have over 200 videos that you can watch and digest. I have a great support group as well. If you didn't know, you can follow me on Instagram. It's @CindyKing. And don't forget to hit subscribe, and thank you for watching. And maybe share if you have waited for a guy and did he actually follow through, or did you give yourself a deadline and then you laugh, and he came back? I want to hear about your relationship and your story as well. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Look, if you're serious about being fearless in love and ready to be treated like a queen, links is down below to book a time. I got over 100 videos on YouTube, and I post new videos every week. So make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You get notified when new videos goes live. If your friend is actually stuck in love, share and like my video. I do take requests on topics and answer your burning question about your relationship. So just leave a comment down below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.